Hit it, Fergie.
All the time I turn around, brothers gather around, always looking at me up and down.
What's going on, Doors? Welcome back to another episode of Fraser News. Stay tuned this week, there's a lot going on.
Snowball is December 20th, and I'm selling tickets till Monday. It's at the Uniontown Country Club from 6 to 9:30, and tickets are $40 per person. So make sure to get them by Monday, and try to have your table of 8 people figured out by then, so you can get it all situated. Okay, cut it.
Alright, here's the weather. Monday, we'll have a high of 23 and a low of 16 with a 30% chance of snow. Tuesday will be a high of 21 with the low in the 20s. Okay, it's going to be a low of 20. Wednesday, we'll have a high of 32 and a low of 30 with a 30% chance of snow showers, 50% chance of rain showers, which means roads are going to be icy. Okay. Thursday, the high is 37 and the low is 25 with a 50% chance of rain. Friday, we're looking at a high of 29 and a low of 27. Be careful on them roads.
Breaking news. On Saturday, we're supposed to get 6 or 7 inches of snow. So be careful driving, watch for ice, and go play in the snow.
Good morning, Fraser Commodores. I'll be telling you what we're going to have for lunch next week. On Monday, we will be having mini corn dogs with baked beans and tater tots. On Tuesday, we will have a Christmas feast with all the fixings and desserts. On Wednesday, we will have chicken tenders with mini loaf and seasoned mixed vegetables. And on Thursday, we will have a hot ham and cheese with potato chips and seasoned carrots. And on Friday, we will have our usual school-made pizza with or without pepperoni and seasoned peas. And everything this week is served with our fruit and vegetable bar and, of course, milk choice.
Monday, the girls defeated Mapletown 56-23 and then traveled Tuesday to Avella with a final score of 56-48, ending in an Avella victory. Way to go, girls! Tuesday, the boys basketball team had a huge victory over Mapletown with a final score of 64-15, and Wednesday they traveled to Carrick where they fell a little short, ending with a score of 35-55.
All right, we are here with the juniors, and we have Maya, Gavin, and Noah. So what do you guys think about the schedule next year?
I personally don't think we should switch to the A and B schedule for a couple of reasons. One being, with the A and B schedule, if there was a snow day or if you just missed a day of school, you're not going to have those other classes for a whole extra 1 or 2 days, and that's just going to be too much time apart where you're just going to forget everything you learned in class. It's going to make having homework assignments just more difficult, and it's just going to make everything more confusing.
I think that the A and B schedule would make for a lot more wasted time with reviewing subjects that you learned 2 days ago, and also it would make Keystone testing very difficult because all of the students would have to take the Keystone at the end of the year because that's when they finish the class, and I don't know if we have enough testing room for that, and it would just be a lot with that too.
Another thing is that work release would no longer be an option, and I know that there's a lot of students that want to do work release to make more money, and they just don't need to take any other classes, so a lot of students would be upset with not being able to do work release.
All right. Okay, we're here with freshman AK Lion, and she's going to tell us what she thinks about the schedule next year.
I don't think that the A-B schedules would be very beneficial for students because if you miss a day, then you have to wait a whole nother day to go back and relearn the topics that you already would have learned.
All right, what grade are you in?
9th grade.
Okay, we're here with Emerson. She's going to tell us how she feels about the Bell schedule next year.
I completely disagree with the change of going to an A-B schedule just because of the fact I do extracurricular activities. I don't get home till around 9:30, 10 o'clock. I cannot have more homework than I already do have. And also, it's going to be chaotic. I'm not going to know what class to go to. I'm going to forget the information by a day after. And I think it's just overall not worth it. And it's just why would you change something that's working? There's absolutely no need for it, so I don't understand how this even got brought up. I don't.
Thank you.
besides, I knew
Yeah,
it
it's
was
caught here.
just
Because it gets faded all the way over.
Monday, and then traveled Tuesday to Avella with the. Monday, the girls defeated Mapletown 56 to 23, and then traveled Tuesday to Avella with a final score of 56 to 48, ending in an Avella. Breaking news!
Breaking news!
On Saturday, we're supposed to get
Can you stop
6
talking, please?
or
Breaking news, okay? So stupid.